Well, it's just another Tuesday night on the Power Hour, and we have got a lot to cover tonight. I am Steve, along with the urban sensation, uh, a man of many awards and titles, shall we say, and many to come, no doubt. The one and only C Red. Hello, Red.
What up?
So our guest tonight, Mugsy James, and we got Mugsy on because of all the shenanigans that are happening at Air W Pro, which is headlining a big spectacle at the Hammond Civic Center this Saturday. And the Hammond Civic Center, very, very hallowed place for professional wrestling. Am I right, Red?
Very much so.
So while we wait for our friend Muggsy of the family to join us, and Cactus will be along a little bit later, I thought it would be a good time to talk about the ongoings that happened in Joliet this past Saturday at Rocket Pro Wrestling's Darkness Falls. Now, first off, I've made it very clear here on this show that for as far as Rocket Pro goes, Darkness Falls is my favorite event. That to me is WrestleMania because the craziest shit happens in October in Joliet. And man, they didn't disappoint, did we?
Nah, uh, uh,
I think the
I'm a
Black
little
and Blues
biased.
Brothers were an unmitigated success.
I do too. I don't think anybody was expecting it. And
We
for us
popped
to go
them.
to,
I mean, we popped them like Turtle pops them, and we're
yeah,
not Turtle. So, I don't know what the world of Pops is like from Turtle's perspective. And, that's something else that we should acknowledge tonight. The Amazing Turtle getting a shot at the champion. Turtle is, can you imagine what life looks like if the Amazing Turtle is the Rocket Pro heavyweight champion?
oh my God.
I mean, that would, first of all, let's just say this. Turtle is the everyman. He is the ultimate everyman. He is not your traditional wrestler. He is an amazing character, and that's why he is so loved. It's everything about his character that makes him special. So, for someone that has killed himself as a minor character throughout his career, getting on this stage and becoming a feature player, and to then win a title that has been held by the likes of Steve Michaels, Marshe Rocket, Shogun Chris Logan. I mean, that would be unbelievable. And you want to talk about a win for the everyman? I would be pretty pumped about that because I've been in matches with Turtle. You've been in matches with Turtle. That means you could challenge Turtle for the title at Christmas Chaos.
First of all, he has to win at Harvest Happy. So
I'm just saying,
I'm not putting the cart before the horse.
anything can happen on a Saturday night in Joliet, but that's neither here nor there.
That is
Um,
true.
Darkness Falls every year lives up to the billing as far as I'm concerned. The show from the minute we hit jump. I mean, we didn't even get out of the gate and we had a wedding reception.
Yeah, basically.
Fans of Rocket Pro went from the church to be introduced through the Tron and come down the ramp and take a lap around the ring before going to their reception. People are calling saying, "Where is the wedded couple?" Oh, they're making their entrance at Rocket Pro. They'll be at the church a little bit later. So that's pretty cool.
I thought it was hot. I mean, when you think about, you know, uh their first date was a Rocket Pro event. Uh and he even said, he wasn't sure how it was gonna go, and she agreed. And
The
they haven't,
generosity of women never ceases to amaze me.
so to not have missed a show in 2 years.
We Rocket Pro Wrestling has one of the most loyal fan bases of any promotion that I've ever seen, and they go all out every month. I mean it was homecoming. It was the last beautiful weekend before fall kicks into fall, right? Homecoming, pumpkin patches, all kinds of stuff happening on Saturday, and we still put butts in seats and filled that place.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. The first match of the show. Well, it wasn't the first match. It was Maximus Orion's victory lap. And again, love the fact that we have a new champ. Love the fact that, it's back in the family, so to speak. But boy, until Turtle came out, didn't it feel a little bit like the undeniable was back?
No, I felt I thought he explained everything, but I mean, think about it. We went in full length discussions last week with Maximus on our show, and he did it the night before on the JFW. So
And
I
did it
mean,
for the
he's
LIM.
right. So he's been making his rounds, and he stated, but we know everybody is not necessarily in the podcast. So he explained to the crowd what took place and what happened, and um, I think I understand what you're saying, but um, for once, it felt good to have a show and not every other match there's a run out. Like, oh my God.
Oh,
Like,
we had plenty of runouts. I mean, Shaq Jordan and Aaron Stone were interfering in every other match, it seemed like.
yeah, but it I don't know what they on right now.
Well,
And
we'll talk
whatever
about
they on,
that as we go.
they on you. Like it seemed like you pissed both of them off. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So but I understand your point back to the original. So
So, it just seemed a little odd. And then that first match happened and the gas got hit and we just kept go, go, go. So we'll talk more about the Magic Night in Joliet a little later on in the show. But right now, without further ado, it is the most disrespected human being in professional wrestling right now. The perhaps one true member of the family left next to Charlie Jr. I mean, I know they're the family. You were actually Ivan Manson's guy.
Yeah.
We remember those matches. We remember what you did to have to earn your stripes. You are the family right now. And
I had a whole
that
year getting
bald
my ass whooped.
SOB called the Bully Mammoth fucked you all kinds of up. How are you feeling about that? By the way, welcome, Mugsy. It's always good to see you, brother.
Hello. I didn't know you guys were actually recording already. I
Oh,
jumped
we're
in.
already we're hot. We're hot and we're going. We got no time to lose.
Yeah, I'm excited to beat the shit out of this old man. I went 25 years of looking up to him just to have him fill in and turn his back on me because he couldn't stand to see somebody else be a champion.
It just seemed odd, and it seemed rather petulant,
Who are you telling?
obviously you are the guy in the family now. Whether everybody agrees with that or not, just being at ARW when the family comes out, we know who the guy is in the family now. We
And I
know.
mean that they all love Jay City and Miller and Charlie,
Oh, I love them
SN
too,
and
and
OVE, but
more. It's a tight family, no doubt. But when Ivan was running the family, it was Ivan in the family, right?
yeah, agreed.
Even when Braun was part of the family, it was still Ivan Manson in the family because Ivan Manson was that guy. And I kind of feel like now he kind of passed the baton to you, both in matches that you had and in shuffling off this mortal coil. He said, I'm going away. Make sure you take care of the shop while I'm gone. And I think you've done a pretty good job of that until the bully mammoth, as he calls himself, kind of stepped in and stepped on your head a little bit.
Yeah, I think I ran a terror across all of ARW's roster. Period. I don't think there's anybody on there that I haven't beaten. That's not true. Yeah, either way, I've beat the shit out of all of them. That's for sure.
You've established yourself as the guy or one of the guys at the very least. I mean, when you think of ARW Pro, unfortunately, you think of James Creed. You don't want to think of him, but you kind of have to. You think of Glover, who has been an amazing fighting champion, and I think of you. Now, obviously, you think all the new young talent too, the Josh Moons and the Brendan Ballings and those guys, because they are the future of this business, and the future is secure at ARW. But you're kind of that guy. You're kind of that guy that people are looking to pack the Hammond
You know,
Civic Center this Saturday night.
it's funny that I'm not considered a new guy with them, considering I think I only started A, wrestling again, and B, at ARW a few months before them. Like, I think I started wrestling March of the year I debuted at ARW, and then those kids debuted at wrestling, I want to say like February or March of the following year, like a few months later. It might be a little different story considering how long I've been around everybody, but I'm excited to see what all of them do this weekend.
I just kind of feel like, you've earned your spot wherever you go because we know whenever Mugsy shows up, he's going to have that attitude and swagger that's Mugsy. It's your calling
Yeah,
card.
and you can't say shit was handed to me at any of these places because I've started
Ever.
at the bottom and worked up to the top. I got my ass beat for an entire year at ARW, an entire year, and Ivan and Charlie still decided to keep me going as a prospect for the family, and I proved them right. And then I won the Indiana State Championship, and I beat Max Holiday, and then I beat Quinn Whittick and Joey Dalton, and then I beat Kazile, and then I lost to Wade and Moon. So, like, yeah, I'd say I did a pretty fucking good job there, and then was the tag team champion with Murder Juice, and we beat every tag team they had available for us. I don't think there's been anybody as dominant at ARW since Ivan.
And that's my point. It's like
And
you're
I'm
the
not saying
guy
that
that
lightly.
you're the guy that he tapped on the shoulder, as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned. And Charlie is repping you the way he always repped Ivan. It's kind of fun to watch because we all know at ARW Ivan's never really gone. But it
No,
just
not at all.
seems like when you're there, he's kind of there too. Because I kind of feel like he's always got your back.
And like, while I might be a little jokey in the ring because I'm a smartass, there's still an attitude instilled from him that I have to uphold. Like, you have to be a little bit more vicious carrying on the family name after someone like Ivan and Mike Anthony and bald ass bully carried it for so long.
Indeed,
I have
indeed.
a responsibility on my shoulders now because
You
of them.
You do. You have big shoes to fill and you got big steps to walk in. But speaking of attitudes, we like to welcome back to the program our good friend Cactus Rack. Hello, Cactus.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey,
I
girl.
Natural
saw
one.
you sneak in.
I just realized I didn't press mute. So if me chewing up my pasta is in the background when this goes live, I'm very sorry.
It
I
just
haven't
makes
heard
us
it.
all a little hungrier for dinner.
Yeah.
Um, Hammond Civic Center. When you heard that this show was going to be, and it just seems like ARW, DWA, that brand always seems to show up in October with something just a little bit special, just a little bit different. I remember a few years back, Red and I were up at the big DWA show at the big amphitheater. Remember that, Red, where we did the power hour there Tuesday night live remote from that
Yeah,
sexy upstairs bar, and we
Was
yeah,
that
had
the
Ivan
Compass
and
Arena?
Hardcore Craig get into it.
yeah. The Compass Arena. Yeah,
That was when I came back to wrestling.
So, and of course, no, none of us that were there at the time will ever forget 10-19-19.
I was not there for that.
no,
10-19-19 was an epic moment in time for a couple of reasons.
And I was actually
It-
there, even though I knew none of you at the time.
Really? Okay, so that's pretty. I was not there. because I was on the wrong side of the fence at that time.
Mm.
So I watched from afar as the luster of one place got completely mashed under the boot of the strength of another place. There'll be people that know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to name names or drop dime, but if you were there, you know exactly what I'm talking about and exactly how big 10-19-19 was because I still have some nightmares and I still have some PTSD from it. But it's big October stuff. It just seems like October is a month in professional wrestling where things go a little bit bigger, get a little weirder. The envelope is pushed a little bit harder. And now going to the Hammond Civic Center, Muggsy, what does that mean to you from your perspective about wrestling in one of the main event, one of the feature matches at a venue of this nature that is hallowed ground for this entire business?
So I actually never have been to the Hammond Civic Center. I
Really?
remember hearing radio commercials and stuff as a kid, like WWE was going to be there doing a live show. And A, my mom didn't like wrestling all that much. B, I had a single mother. Going out of our way to go to a wrestling show was probably not in the budget. So my first time being at the Civic Center is going to be me wrestling there, which is going to hold a cool spot in my heart, I feel like. Um, I hope it's really successful. I hope we can keep doing them. I think ARW has all the power to do it. I think it just all relies on this first one. Um, and it's cool to be a featured match there. It'd be kind of cool if they had like a marquee and it said like Brick Shithouse Mugsy James versus bitch ass Lumberjack.
I somehow I don't feel like that's going to make it on the marquee, but
No,
especially
me neither.
the bitch ass part.
We should
But
Photoshop it on.
you could
So I'll have
perhaps.
ChatGPT cook up something.
There's always that. At this show, uh, history, heritage, and headlocks, you are taking on Braun the Lumberjack in his match, the match of his desire, I guess you could say. He's a lumberjack, so you're fighting him in a lumberjack match. Do you have any idea how many lumberjacks there'll be? Who will they be? From what corners of the universe do they come?
I've got some that I've announced. I've got some that haven't been announced. I have no idea who's going to be on his side. That would have been cool to prepare for, so I can kind of, you know, stack the odds in my favor. But
So you said you have named some of them. Who have you named? Who are your lumberjacks? If you can talk about it even. If you can't, I understand. You know,
well, no, I mean,
we're always pushing the envelope.
there was a video posted. I posted it. Who am I kidding? The program offered their services, and Turtle was nearby and overheard the conversation and also offered his services. So him, whomstever of the program, and then obviously the
Is
family.
Uncle Drip Drip going to be a lumberjack?
Hey, if he wants to be, I'd love nothing more than Uncle Willie to be in my corner.
Because I saw a post on social media where Willie wanted to get back in the ring, so Uncle Drip Drip may be back to the bomb.
The middle of the match is here. Ugh.
Shit, that's 3 seconds in.
Red wants him to go back in the ring because he's tired of him being a better manager than Red was.
Never, that will never happen. I don't know why Steve keeps trying to stir that pot, but
How do you prepare for a match like this where not only is the bald lumberjack in the ring going to be trying to kill you, but he will have minions on the outside that will also be trying to kill you? I mean, this whole AFA family thing is crazy.
I mean, there's really no way to properly prepare for it. I think I would like to think I'm doing a little more work on my end to just make sure I'm prepared. In the gym, kind of shocking my body and not just lifting weights in between sets at the gym. I'm dropping down and doing burpees and push-ups and kind of sneaking up on myself because you never know what one of those assholes is going to try and get involved. Um, Again, though, I've got some big dudes on my side. I'm really not too worried about it. Like I lost the tag team championships to Jay Thunder and Eric Schultz, and Thunder came out of his way and told me like, "Hey, if you need me, I'll be there." That's the kind of trust I have from these people.
That's a nice guy to have in your corner when all
It's
hell is
I've been
breaking
hit by him
loose.
a lot. It's a good guy to have for sure.
I imagine on the outside of the ring, on the other side of the coin, you might have someone that you know too well and you have violent issues with one Quinn Whittick. And we all remember that show after Ivan passed, where you guys met in the ring, and it was a very the coming together of the families, if you will. And then he said, I'm going to do what Ivan Manson would expect, and he beat you down. And that turned into one of the most violent pull aparts I ever remember.
Getting beaten down is a crazy statement, Steve.
Mhm.
I wasn't expecting it. That's what I'm saying.
I got hit. I wasn't expecting it either, so I dropped to a knee. But getting beaten down is a crazy statement.
He wound
And if
up and
he's there,
tagged you.
if he's there, that I got shit for him too. Like, look at the guy in the picture Rion has in there. Split that in half. That's Quinn Whittick.
That's fair. That's
A
fair.
clean shot for me against Quinn Whittick's chin says a lot more than a cheap shot from him across mine.
The thing that I'll never forget about that fracas was during all of it, you just had this disturbing, is the word I will use, smile through
Yeah,
all of
things got a
it.
little filthy.
It was filthy. It was filthy.
Tapped back into a former alter ego of myself. And then I
Yeah,
split my favorite pants. That really fucking pissed me off.
I haven't
Oh, I
seen
was so mad.
I haven't seen filthy since Marshfield.
Nobody has.
So there's still a little bit of filthy in there, huh?
Oh, it never left.
It's just
No one
always
wants me
there.
to be
Just
a psychotic killer stabbing people with screwdrivers anymore, so I'm not doing it as much.
that's fair. That's fair.
You make the call, I'll stab anybody with anything. I'm
Hell
Red,
yeah, brother.
allegedly.
allegedly. Red, who do you want him to stab?
Next question.
Red's going to be there. Red, you're going to be at the Hammond Civic Center. What questions do you have for the one and only Mugsy James?
One and only, you
I,
can't claim me.
I don't have any questions for my nephew. This is a fucking fight. This ain't even a match.
Yeah.
It's called a hardcore lumberjack match. It's not. Um, and I mean, you hate to say it's for Ivan, or it's somewhere the memory of Ivan got lost. And I mean, don't get it twisted. Ivan loved the fight. He didn't
Yeah.
give two shits, and he fight anybody, anywhere. Didn't give two shits. So, um, you know, but for one person and one group to feel like they own ownership of his memory, like that's just fucking crazy for me. Like Ivan was loved by everybody. I mean, we just, can't we just say, okay, let's do this and call it a day, but instead, people want to fight and
I
jump
can feel it.
people and, you know, I do know for a fact that if what is it, bull mammoth or whatever the fuck,
Brawn the Bullymammoth is what he's calling himself.
the
He even
bully
has a
man.
t-shirt. He's got a t-shirt.
No, hey,
Cool, I got a heat press too. I can make a t-shirt.
Now the Bully Mammoth thing that refers to that's not a Mugsyism. That's not for Mugsy. There's a situation that created that whole thing. So Mugsy just happens to be the recipient of the first incarnation of the Bully Mammoth.
I feel like the
well,
woolly mammoth was the first pet he had, his old ass.
all I know is, sometimes we need to watch our mouths. And sometimes our mouths can overload our ass and put us in situations we are not ready for. And I again, I've been telling you for longest, I don't put the moniker nephew just on anybody. You know, I've called Mugsy my nephew for a reason, and he gonna fight. You know, I'm not expecting to see no arm bars or wrist locks or
Might hit him in
headlock
the arm with a
tape.
bar.
Right, you know, that I would expect to see, you know. But I'm not expecting to see a whole lot of technical shit. I plan to see just a whole lot of pounding ground, and that's it. And you know, yeah,
Punches, kicks, and an old man going to sleep.
and it won't be me this time. So
I hope not.
It looks like it's going to be a pretty spectacular evening. Cactus, you have been at ARW Pro a lot of late, repping Drew Bronson. What are your thoughts about this?
I have no doubts in my mind that Mugsy is going to take care of business. And sorry, Braun, like sorry to that man because he's going to get his ass kicked. And what are you going to do after you kick Braun's ass, Mugsy?
I mean, hey, Black and Blue Wednesday is always a special evening. We'll see what happens there.
Okay.
That's going to be my
Like-
first one this year. I'm very excited about it.
It's a spectacle. Whether it's the wrestling or the happenings in the bar or in the locker room, it's a good time all around.
When and where is Black and Blue Wrestling?
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yes. Are they doing it at the Hobart building, though? Yes. So there will be no shenanigans in the Legion bar during the show.
I want one of those food fights that Red always tells me about. I want somebody to throw a turkey.
I also want to point out the picture they used of me on the flyer Rion has posted was me like mocking J City one time, and it's probably the best promotional picture ever taken of me.
Sometimes
I absolutely
the mood
love that
fits.
Oh, can we talk about the rest of this card? Because once I've seen more matches come out for it, I got progressively more and more excited to actually watch wrestling that night.
Got you.
Rion's got you.
But before we do that, I wasn't staying long. I was just saying hello. I have to run and do other things, so I'm multitasking, so bear with me. Just wanted to make sure that you knew that accordingly. And
I agree. They just released all of Skate.
boom.
So
Okay.
Are you leaving already?
Yeah, I was very clear when I just said. I was saying hello, hey y'all, and now I'm still doing a thing. Just doing
don't
favors.
worry, Ryan. I got it. I got their page pulled up. So we got Glover versus CMOS. I mean, go on YouTube and look up Greg Glover versus, I think it would have been Brian Nelson at the time. It's got over 10,000 views, I'm pretty sure. The match was a classic for the Indiana wrestling scene. Greg Glover.
Rion's going away. Bye, Rion. We can feel it, just so you know.
Bye, girl, bye.
He hates it. He hates it here. That's why he's in and out.
The next posted promotion.
No, I don't. I just hate narratives being shifted on me accordingly. That's it. Nothing else. I want to make that clear because apparently no one can take jokes or not jokes or anything of the sort. I just feel like I need to say that now because the internet don't lie. So now I'm going to walk away and hopefully this never comes up again because
Well, now I'm confused and I want to know what's going on.
okay, guess we'll play context. So here's
No.
Just
go, Rion.
No,
Just go.
One time,
We're here now.
One time I was here in a scenario. There was myself and Max Holiday, and we had to deal with a promo thing with Maverick Cage and Cody Breeze, and my dad was going out, and they were very much being heels. To the point that they couldn't post the interview because it's like, no, we can't do this. Why I said I hate it here. It's like, how did we We get this. But the only one that knew that I said that was Steve because I sent it in the chat, not anywhere else. The chat on Zoom that no one paid attention to. But ever since then, this man has said, I hate it here without any context. He's just saying shit for the fact of saying it. Because, and the reason why I guess I hate it here is because I hate having a narrative pushed on me as opposed to having my own narrative spoken out. That's the thing.
I respect that.
If it, at the very least, if it's going to come out of my mouth, then you know it came from me because I very much try to make it a scenario of make it for everybody always. Everybody can't turn around and tell everybody I've already told you. So this way, there's no confusion. So now that I've wasted everyone's time with this, I'm going to go back to what I was doing with this and focus on what you should be focusing on, and that's this show, this extremely important and extremely big show that they have at the Hammond Civic Center. I'll be back, maybe.
Thank you for clearing up my curiosity.
Oh, sorry.
Bye, girl, bye.
Cue the Avengers music.
Back to Mugsy.
Yeah, so Greg Glover, Seamoss Dave. It's Glover.
Okay.
It's Glover.
Oh, he's an adventure, isn't he? Rion's not just a job, he's an adventure.
Why Glover though?
I mean, he's the champ. I can't tell you the last time I seen Seamoss with a championship. So you might have the hunger to go after it, but Glover has the passion and desire to keep it.
What about what just happened between Glover and Seamoss?
Was it at the September show?
Yeah, what do you not remember how that shit fucking ended?
I'll be honest with you, Steve.
Oh,
I had like 8 people around my phone in the back
bring
watching
you
the
back.
Notre Dame game.
This is why this match is going to get fucked up, and someone's going to hospital. It was that match. It was Team Creed versus Team Glover, right? Came down to Glover versus Seamoss and Creed. And Creed and Seamoss couldn't get along. And then all the shit turned on to Glover. And this man took a steel chair. Now, steel chair shots, you see them all the time. You know, they look very impressive. When you've taken a chair shot and you know what it is, and then you see somebody deliver a chair shot that is completely out of bounds and probably should never have been done, and you see the fucker do it 3 times, making a person unconscious, you say that shit's fucked up. And then he throws the chair out of the fucking ring and it hits. Did we just lose Mugsy?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mugsy, what happened? Mugsy doesn't like I was making Mugsy scared maybe of what had happened. Let me see if we can get him back.
What should we talk about in the meantime?
Well, we're going to talk about this shit. I'll just write we lost you and see what happens. Okay. So you were not at the September show, were you?
No.
It was a very strange and unnecessarily violent. It just went crazy. And we lost Mugsy, and I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't Brawn the Lumberjack doing some shit like that. You know, Brawn the Lumberjack doesn't want the wrong story to spread, and I have known this to be
Is Brawn
true.
a hacker? I mean,
No, he's not a hacker, but he's a fucking lumberjack with tools. He probably went outside back and cut Bugsy's Wi-Fi.
Okay. This is very paranoid. I don't think Bree would allow that.
Well, Bree is sitting listening to Mugsy in the room. If that lumberjack is wandering around the backyard cutting wires, you know, there could be trouble. But we'll try to get Mugsy back. He says our Wi-Fi cut out. So hopefully the Wi-Fi will return and we'll talk more about it. But Glover versus Seamoss, that is going to be a match that everybody wants to see because of how September ended.
I won't be there because I'm actually hosting a little CKO Crushers thing at my house. But I do want to say that I find Seamoss Dave terrifying. So my money's on Seamoss Dave because anyone that is that fanatic about Seamoss cannot be trusted.
And I'll tell you what, Glover, a fighting champion, was only too happy to put that title up against him in this match. And when he threw that chair out of the ring, it hit a fan in the leg, and that fan got pissed.
I bet. Was it Chet?
No, no, if that chair would have hit Chet, Chet would have splintered, and I thought it would have been like a chandelier breaking on the floor. Hey, there's Mugsy.
I switched to my phone.
Mugsy,
Welcome
we
back.
thought maybe that Brawn the Lumberjack was out behind your house cutting your Wi-Fi.
Probably.
I told him Bree would never allow that to happen, but Steve didn't believe me.
For Braun to mess up our Wi-Fi. I'm annoyed. We just got a new freaking modem and everything, and I think it's actually been worse since we got the new modem.
No, it just cuts out.
Who's your provider?
Xfinity.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Yeah, there are days.
Yeah, Xfinity likes to do work and not tell you they're doing work and then shut off the internet.
No, ours just cuts out randomly.
Mm.
Like, it'll cut out, and then we'll have to go in the app, check the connection, and it'll be back up in a second.
Okay.
Like, it's back up now, but it was taking too long on the computer, so I just put my phone on.
So
But
after that match, CMOS Dave threw a chair into the crowd and it hit a fan. And then shit got really weird. So there's a lot of animosity going on right now between CMOS and Glover. So that match has a whole other level of violence waiting for it.
but nobody, which I'm shocked by, has brought up the fact
That they were tag team partners.
nobody knows each
Yo,
other
baby.
better.
That you're right.
Yeah,
If Looks Could Kill was one of the top tag teams in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Better
They,
than the Soul Touches?
I mean, we beat them. I mean, you know, it's a notch on our belt. I mean, what more you want, Steve? But there you go, stirring the fucking pot again.
Well, I think
This
maybe
ain't
we gotta get Jazz and Marche down to ARW and see what happens.
This ain't about for what? They're not a tag team.
Yeah, but if you know, like I said, it's all about business.
There we go. Glover
What?
versus Nelson from ARW 9 years ago. Almost 10,000 views on YouTube.
That's pretty impressive.
And it's going to be just, I mean, this whole thing, Steve, this video is 41 and a half minutes long. And I guarantee I could watch the whole thing and be thoroughly entertained the whole time.
We have to
Normally,
realize-
I have ADHD. I don't want to watch wrestling for more than 7 minutes at a time.
I cut it off after 5.
Glover
Right.
is a special athlete.
You got a minute and a half for a song, 5 minutes for a match. If I'm not entertained and engaged, I'll shut it off. I don't care.
You know, I think Dave took a lot of time off.
Yes, he did.
And
I think Glover did for a little bit as well.
yeah, but Glover came back and it wasn't as a tag team. It was a solo act.
We
It's
saw Glover
almo-
fight Haiti.
It's almost rocker-esque to say that Glover came back and more or less he became the man. And he no longer needed Dave to achieve that top spot. And you can't tell me that's not eating at Dave. You can't tell me that. And now, again, he's got what he wants. He's got a title shot. And in his head, he wants what Glover has fought, clawed, and climbed his way to hold on to. So, I see, when I say they were the best of friends, they were the best of friends. And now to hear that chair shots and
It was ugly.
like pummeling and all this, again,
You can
CMOS
check it out.
Day.
That match is up on the ARW website. You can check out Glover, that match, Team Creed versus Team Glover, and watch the end of it. And you can see where shit fell apart. And you can hear us, me and Josh, on commentary going, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, that's exactly what the fuck was going on. Again,
it went.
Dave was trying to make a point. So
And Creed got the win because CMOS, after he beat and bludgeoned Glover, just walked off.
See, and that's the thing. Have you ever heard an old boxing coach tell one of their trainees, like, hey, emotions don't win fights? You can't go into a fight mad, sad, upset, emotional. Clear head. Why do you think I haven't gone into this Braun match talking shit and barking with my chest? I let him do all the talking at the last show. I don't need the tough talk. I've got 2 fists, 2 feet. I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Man.
So I think Glover's going to go, or CMOS is going to go in there kind of hot-headed. Glover's going to go in, and CMOS might have a plan as well. You know, they've known each other for 14 plus years as in-ring competitors. But CMOS is going to go in with a plan and animosity and anger and jealousy for the situation that he's in. Glover's going in to survive. So I still think Glover.
Yeah, I would never pick against Glover. Glover is resilient, to say the least. Another feature match that's happening at this show is one of the guys that is on a rocket ship ride. He is everywhere right now, and that is the Nick Diamond. Nobody outshines Nick Diamond, and he's going to Hammond to face Joe Alonso.
Childhood friend Joe Alonso.
I don't think there's a bigger piece of shit in this industry than Joe Alonso.
Hey man, I'm biased.
You can't like that guy.
I've known him for 15 years. I've known him
I
as
don't
long as
know, man. Everywhere I go, every time I have to work with Joe Alonso, I either get hit in the face with a sweaty shirt or he comes by and says, "Shut the fuck up, fat boy." I mean, the fat jokes are just never ending.
Passion, man.
It's not passion, it's called being an asshole. And
You
Joe
know what,
Alonso,
though? He stayed true to himself.
Joe Alonso knows how to be an asshole better than just about anybody I've ever met. So it's going to be Alonso and Nick Diamond.
Who do I think is going to win?
If Nick Diamond gets a victory here, that's a stepping stone for that young man who's already on a rocket ship as it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. That's the hard thing. Like, I know Joe. Joe and I have known each other for a long time, but like, Diamond and I have been boys.
Real boys.
Yeah, like Joe and I know each other. We went to middle school together. I run into him here and there at the gyms. But like, Nick's my guy. Yeah. But I think it's going to come down to experience with that one. And I think Joe's been wrestling for like 12 years now. Something like that. I think he started when he was like 16. So.
You have to forgive me. I remember CSW Joe with the pink and blue hair.
And he was wrestling years before that.
Yeah. I remember CSW Joe back in 2018 and 19.
Yeah, CSW Joe at that point was wrestling every weekend, all weekend.
Yeah.
So I think it's really going to come down to experience and who studied more. That's a toss-up, and I don't want to put a prediction on that. I'd like to say Diamond because of the, home promotion boy, my boy. I really don't know.
Alonso's going to cheat. We all know this. We all know it's not going to be a fair fight. We all know
he ain't trying.
It's fair. One of my favorite moments in professional wrestling is when Billy Corgan slapped Joe Alonso in the face.
I would have loved to see that the other way around.
That was a delight. But like I said, I think Nick Diamond wins this match because I think it's his time. I think the age of Joe Alonso is coming to a close, and Nick Diamond is just starting to find who he is and who he could be. Because I watched him at NWA, and now he's got his boy Stephen Grimm as his little keeping shit straight. So I don't think Alonso is going to be able to cheat as much as maybe he did, because fucking Stephen Grimm is built like a brick shithouse.
He is indeed.
So that's a new dynamic to the one they call Diamond. So I'm excited. Like I said, there aren't many matches on this card that aren't full blown main event type matches.
Every one of them, every one that I know of, is gonna be insane. Like
I
I think
want
one of
Rion,
them,
go ahead and put another one up if you're still listening. He's been doing a good job with the photos. I know Balling and I think Josh Moon, they're all in action doing something.
yeah, I think it's Balling and Donovan, which I mean,
That guy's like that's like what's his name? Junior Joe Alonzo Jr., Marcelo Donovan.
yeah. I think it's gonna be, Chris Hero versus CM Punk with those two all across the Indies. They're just gonna fight each other to death, and they're gonna be phenomenal matches everywhere they go.
It looks like the Indiana State Championship is on the line. James Creed taking on Josh Moon.
Yeah, Josh might have beat me for the Indiana State Championship, but Creed's also a little bitch, so I hope Josh Moon wins.
He has got his little sempiternal like I said, I told Josh on commentary, sounds like the new fall wear from Victoria's Secrets.
They have the infinity symbol, but I like to think of them more as a human centipede with James Creed right in the middle.
Ew. Ew. Man, that just threw up in my mouth a little bit. But you're not wrong. I mean, he is that kind of guy. And they do seem very close, much closer than maybe they should be. Oh, that's weird. Oh, you just broke the fourth wall, and I wish you didn't. Now I feel dirty. It would be great for somebody to take the strap off of James Creed because he is now a full-blown prick everywhere.
Yeah, well,
Pride comes before a fall. Hopefully at the Hammond Civic Center, that kid falls hard. But again, he's got strength in numbers. Will
they also just announced though the Cole twins versus Alpha O'Neill. And I mean, I don't know if you've seen the Cole twins recently, but they're kind of some dogs.
Yeah, I just saw the Cole twins. They are the henchmen to Daisy Kill at NWA right now. And there was a trios match. Didn't go so well for Daisy Kill and the twins, but they were tussling with forces beyond their control, like Rafael Quintero.
The GOAT.
That's a bad man. That's a bad man right there. You don't want to tug on that Superman's cape.
I got to talk with him at Ultimate Combat, and I liked him as a wrestler beforehand, but getting to talk with him, I like him a lot more.
He is destined for spectacular things, much like you are, in my opinion. This is a great time in wrestling.
I wouldn't even bother comparing myself to him. He's done this for 3 years less than me, and the things he's accomplished, I don't think there's anything he can't or won't do.
I feel like there are things that I don't think anybody can tell you no either. And I've known you long and I've known you well. So that again, and we've got the family versus the AFA to a certain extent in tag team action, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that ought to be something. What does he have here? There's the Cole twins right there. It's the Cole twins versus Sempiternal. How nice.
Yeah, so you got two King Corsos versus what's a small Doberman? A Min Pin? Yes. A Min Pin and a Doberman. Two King Corsos are going to fuck that duo up any day.
That is going to be a match that I would like to see the Cole twins win going away. And I know how good they are because I've been traveling the same circles as they've been for a little while now. I've gotten to know them pretty good. They're pretty impressive. There isn't much they can't do, and they're for how long they've been in this business, they're outstanding to watch.
Yeah, I like to think, not that we're the same, but me and those two have a similar mindset. Just because we don't do it doesn't mean we can't do it. Never underestimate us. Underestimate us. Never underestimate us. Don't even estimate me. I am both dumber and smarter than you think I am.
And hopefully Braun will learn that the hard way in the Hammond Civic Center on Saturday. It's a stacked card. And you know what the best part about this is? No superstars. They didn't go out and spend $8,000 on someone that hasn't been relevant in 5 years. Right? It's all the homegrown talent. And I think that's pretty cool. You're going to pack the Hammond Civic Center with.
It would have been pretty cool to meet like Bastion Booger or something if they brought him in, but
Well, I mean, like I said, the gobbledygooker was probably available. There is an interesting match there. There's what we were talking about earlier, the family versus AFA. And Chris Miller has now joined the ranks, at least temporarily, of the family. And he's the career killer.
Yeah, Miller's back. I believe he was part of the family over at Global back in the day.
That was a long time ago. We don't talk about that.
I don't know if you and I have ever even talked about it, but you and I met at Global back in the day.
We did.
You were fighting Nick Brubaker. Well, going back and fighting with Brubaker about stuff, and I just so happened to be put in the middle of it.
Yes. Well, like I said, there was a lot of chaos at Global back in those days. That was when he was the CSW champion and our GPW champion. They were warring.
Yeah, that's right, Bo
Tatum, Big Bo at the time was a big deal, and he and Brubaker had some pretty interesting times. I remember the pull apart at Edison Park where Bo almost died because those back steps at Edison Park
yes.
in the winter time are
the
not
metal steps.
They are not the easiest to navigate.
Yeah,
shit, they wasn't steps. They were death trips.
Yes, they were. They
were bad in the summertime.
The pull apart.
Yeah, oh my God. In the wintertime when that shit was icy, oh my God.
40 men and women trying to get down that thing after the pull apart. There were casualties. It was not a great time. And I'm afraid of heights as it is. So I'm looking down going, I'll just stand on grill. I ain't going anywhere. But that's a time long gone by. How do we get the tickets? If the kids are like, wow, this sounds great, how do they get tickets? Where can they find tickets to this show at the historic Hammond Civic Center?
So you can go on Eventbrite and look up ARW and DWA. You can buy them there. I believe front row is sold out, or you can buy tickets at the building. If I'm not mistaken, it's cash only. So if you show up to the building, you don't have cash, someone will have the Eventbrite link.
Or you go to an ATM and get cash.
Or go to an ATM or go to the ARW Facebook page, click the Eventbrite link.
Many ways to get, and like I said, we want to pack this place. We want to show the world that the product at ARW is worth 2,000 people showing up to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, who in Northwest Indiana is touching anything ARW does?
It's not even close.
No. Backbreaker does a phenomenal job. I've done 2 shows for them, packed crowds every single time, crushing it. They run every other month, I think.
Right.
ARW consistently month to month. Crushing it. Every time.
It was good fortune that they asked me to come and work with Josh because I had wanted to be a part of this company for a while, and with time waning in my ability to do this, I'm glad, especially right now for the Civic Center and Black and Blue and all the things that we've got going as the year closes. It's just a great time for ARW. It's the best time for ARW, and I think it's going to be a really big show. And there you go.
Definitely got a really good time, Steve.
What is this one here?
Oh, the Chavezes versus Dave Allen and who is that guy? Who?
That's the guy that Dave Allen fired.
No, Marcus Sports
brought him back. So this is the power struggle for ARW's soul continues.
I got the Chavezes all day.
You don't think Dave and his little toady are going to be able to take care of business?
No.
Dave Allen.
I think Dave's going to get mad at him for messing something up.
Yeah, he smells like aqua velva and depression. That's what he smells like when he walks by me.
Smells like Dollar Tree cool water.
That's it. They call that dollar water.
Well,
Cactus, you're not going to be at this show. Or why don't you just bring the CKO event to the Hammond Civic Center? Cactus must be washing her plate.
I know. I'm like trying to make it work in my head, and I just don't see it working.
Bring them all out. We love knockouts in the wild. NWA loved it all day.
We're supposed to be bonding. We're supposed to be hanging out.
What better place to hang out than the historic Hammond Civic Center?
Are you paying for the tickets?
I didn't say that. I'm not Daddy Warbuck here.
Are you paying for the tickets?
We might be able to have a discussion.
Okay, let's have a discussion.
She's calling me out. She's calling me out. Red, what are your final thoughts on, what Mugsy has said and the epic? What? Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Is that a
That's
Big old battle royal.
what? Tell me
Standard
about
event.
this. I don't know much about this. What's going on with this thing? Who's in it?
No. Concern? Not. No idea.
Red, are you in it?
Not that I know of.
Red, I thought you were on a sabbatical.
Is Mr. Young in it?
It's the Hammond Civic Center. It's home, baby. It's home. And as my post alluded to this past few days ago, that's the house. That's our home. So to walk back in that building will mean everything for me. To walk under the ARW DWA banner. And the irony is I was coming to this show regardless. Only ARW. I'm just gonna say how I feel. Has the balls to do it. Nobody else, nobody in all the years has tried to run at the Hammond Civic Center. So,
Hey, Red, can I step in real quick for this?
go ahead.
Okay. For those of you that don't know, Windy City Pro Wrestling used to run there back in the day for Battle of the Belts, where
And
they would
urban.
have I'm sorry again.
And urban.
You said sorry, you said urban, but could you tell them
Urban,
what?
Urban American Pro. The
Okay,
sister
okay.
company to Windy City.
Okay, just want to make sure that everybody understands that. So there's a lot of history that goes into that building as far as with WWE, as far as WCPW, WCW,
UA.
NXW. Like there's a lot of places that have run through there. When WCW shut down, they actually did XPW, Extreme Pro Wrestling, when they took a bunch of the guys from World Championship Wrestling and wrestled there. There's a lot of history that's gone into that building. Hence why he is seeing it as home, because it's home to a lot of people. Second to probably the Rosemont / Allstate Arena as far as the local Chicagoland area / Northwest Indiana area. Just putting that out there. When he says home, it's home to a lot of people. I just want to make sure that people understand like the actual history of that place. He's saying it's home, but I don't think people understand the gravity of it. Now I'm going to go away.
He hates it here.
That's a history lesson. And now this Saturday, it's going to be home to Mugsy James and the biggest match of his young career.
Agreed. I'm very excited just to have the be able to walk out of the curtain and see the spectacle that's going to be the production, the crowd. Like I don't know how I'm going to take it all in the moments I have out there, but I'm going to try my hardest. And then I'm going to beat the shit out of people.
As you should.
How do you beat a lumberjack in a lumberjack match? Do you have a plan?
Chop them down.
I mean, that's as good as any, Red. How does Mugsy win? How does he get out of there with the W? What does he got to do?
He already told you, you're going to beat the shit out the old man. And it ain't going to be
You
me.
can't fight if you ain't got feet stand down.
I mean,
Dave Venice, if you're my ref, you better watch the fuck out. He's old.
oh, well damn. Again, old men beware. Stay away from Mugsy.
You stay away from me. I don't like you.
Again, I really want to know if I could, if I could sit down, but I'm not. But if I could have sat down and asked Braun, like, what is this all really about?
Yeah, I would love an explanation.
Is it the fact that Ivan handpicked Mugsy? I mean, none of us know the time, nor the place, nor the date of when we shall make our transition. But, Ivan saw something in Mugsy for a reason. And whether it was personal, whether it was professional, whether it was like, hey, he's going to be the guy that takes the family into the next 2 decades. Hey, we don't know, but why is Braun pissed at Mugsy? To the point, we're here. Why? What is it about? Are you really that mad that Ivan picked him and not you? Or is it the fact maybe Ivan didn't have a discussion with you and just picked Mugsy? I mean, what is it? But regardless, we'll be here per se on Saturday. And it's like a can of dog food. You open a can of dog food. Once you open that can and you fuck up and realize, oh, wrong kind, you can't put that dog food back in that can. You can't. That shit ain't going back in there. It ain't gonna fit. You can try, you scoop it up all you want to, it's not gonna go back in there. You're gonna have some sliding off the side, some spill over.
Toothpaste, but never dog food.
Yeah, it's like, wow, this is a very strange euphemism.
It's just gonna be a fucked up piece of shit.
It's a dog food match.
That's what we are right now. This is just some fucked up shit. And I just want to know why at the end of the day. And maybe Mugsy can beat that answer out of him. Maybe Mugsy can beat him. No, I'm just saying, maybe, after you beat him down, bloodied him up, and he'll say why. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I want to know why. But I will say, top to bottom, Steve kind of said it best. There are no stars on this show as far as former, superstars from any company.
Yeah, we've got one outside talent being Joe Alonso.
This is all ARW, DWA. So that says a lot for that company. That says a lot for these performers that's going out there this Saturday. A stat card, anybody that is in the area, go support this show because it is a lot of history. There is a lot of heritage behind this. It'll be a few headlocks, I assume. Uh, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be some people who faces you want to punch, and it's gonna be some people you want to cheer for. And I haven't seen a great card like this in a while, let alone at the Hammond Civic Center. So I'm excited. So people, go buy your tickets now. Watch Mugsy James put people in the old folks' home, I guess, where they belong.
I think Muggsy said it
Yeah.
best. I think it's about respect, Brad. I think it's all about respect. I think that you have the elder statesman against the man that is the face of the place. And I don't think the elder statesman wants to step aside. It's his family in his head. And Muggsy has kind of stepped in and filled Ivan's shoes. And I don't think the bully's okay with it. So I think this is about ego. I think it's about respect. And I think it's about the old guard versus the new and not being able to let go.
Mm.
That's what I think. I think it's a
I can
gatekeeper.
touch
It's a
on that on so
gatekeeping.
many different ways.
Hey,
Say it
and
again.
I said I could touch on that on so many different ways.
I
But
know, right? It's pretty good. I mean, he's a gatekeeper. That's what it is. The gatekeeper is standing in the way of the man that's going to kick the gate off the hinges. And that's Mugsy James this Saturday at History, Heritage, and Headlocks, ARW DWA special event at the Hammond Civic Center. Mugsy, any final thoughts? Do you have anything to say to Braun before we let you go?
no, I'll deal with that Saturday. The history and heritage part of the flyer. Judah Chavez is the third Chavez family member, like third generation, to wrestle in the Hammond Civic Center. Ivan had the same mindset when dealing with me as a prospect. He made me bleed and I beat him. So if Braun, come on. Me and Chris Miller, both the career killers at this point. Yeah. No, I have nothing tough to say to Brawn the Lumberjack. I will see you Saturday, October 11th at the Hammond Civic Center. And we'll see who the bully is. I have a tendency to not pick on, lesser people than me. He's about the same size, though, so I think he can catch these hands.
This is going to be heated. It's going to be good, and it's going to be well worth the price of admission. Come out to the Hammond Civic Center and see the Lumberjack match of all time. Mugsy, it's always great to catch up with you on the Power Hour. Thanks for being one of our final guests as the weeks are getting short and the show is coming to a close. We always enjoyed having you as part of the show.
I always loved being on. I actually told myself I was going to try to cut this one as short as I could tonight so I didn't take up your whole show like I always do.
I love you anyway. And like I said, we're gonna do some crazy things in that final show. So I might be tapping you one final time. So go get some rest, go get some
Ready for
food, and bring your A game, bring the family to the Hammond Civic Center. You have earned this shot in the sun. Take advantage of it, take a look around, and do what you do best, beat somebody's ass.
Plan to do that, Steve.
Thanks, Mugsy. We love you.
Love you guys.
Bye,
Have fun.
Mugsy.
see you, nephew.
We're gonna let Mugsy sign off so we can talk about it behind his back. There he goes. I think it's all about respect, like I said. I think Braun is not happy with the way it's going. I don't think he wants to give up the keys to the store. I don't think he's gonna have a choice because I think Mugsy's gonna take those keys.
I
Well,
think jealousy is a disease.
it is, and it can be detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
So, I do want to say I felt bad that he never went to a show at the Hammond Civic Center. One of my greatest memories is paying like $12 to see WWE at the Hammond Civic Center. And it's like, I'll never forget, I got to see Kane live with Pyro.
Dare I ask what year that was?
Please don't.
Okay.
But I was an adult. And the crazy, I went by myself. Like, I literally, like, just got in the car. Like, I have nothing to do tonight. WWE is at the Civic Center. Oh, let me see if I can drive. I drove up. Hey, oh shit, I can park. Oh, $12. Oh, okay. I sat on the damn bleachers and I had a ball. And I was like, oh shit. And this was before I got into business. So it was like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. All right. I'm like $12. Yeah, now you can't even spend $12 on a hot dog shit. So
Yeah, it's you can't take your family
times have changed.
to WWE at this point anymore unless you're very well off. So that's this Saturday.
Second mortgage your house.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to be great. I look forward to seeing Red there. I'm disappointed that Cactus isn't going, but she's got CKO things, and CKO stuff is important to me as well.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting to have CKO things, so I'm gonna take it.
Absolutely can't turn it away. I have seen pictures from the last event. I'm very sad that I wasn't there. It looks like a hell of a time.
It really was. I think we were all we all went a little harder than usual, even though
Just
it was
so glad to be back, I bet.
Yeah. Sorry, my dogs. Andrew must be home. They always sing an opera when he comes home. But it was yeah, it was just everyone was so happy to be skating, and it's been so long. I mean, the last bout was June. So June to September, that's 3 months. It was like no time had passed, but also like years had passed at the same time. Like when you're used to being on skates every single day, and then now Hazel's threatening Rosie.
It's the nightly routine.
It is never a dull moment at my house. I'm just making sure she's not going to start screaming. Okay. So it was a Dungeons and Dragons themed bout again, but this time last time I was on the fairy team, the Hexers, a Hex team, and this time I was on Armageddon. And I had fun. I think it was a completely different dynamic than the last time. We had some newer skaters that hadn't previously skated. It was Tuki's first bout. And Tuki and I had a fight. So I was Tuki's first fight.
Wow.
So that was a lot of fun. We did a double knockout. And then Rion and T-Bear had to drag our respective bodies to the penalty box. Sorry if I made it harder than necessary, Rion. I was trying to get my wheels on the floor so it would just pull instead of just being my whole body. But it's like I don't know. I guess if you're a wrestler, like you understand it. Like when you can't do the thing that you love, it really affects you mentally, even if you don't realize it. And I don't think I realized until I was back there how much I had missed it and how much I needed it. I jammed 3 times. I am not a jammer. I scored all the points the first 2 times I jammed. And except the third time I ended up twisting my ankle. So it was also nice to see where things are going with me physically, because I've been through a lot in the last couple of years, like with surgeries and stuff like that. And then having the break, I was just like, I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose it completely. And to come back and be doing better, not just better, but also be jamming and not just blocking, and I had a lot of people, one of our referees, Vamp, had come up to me and said that it was like, so a lot of us met on a women's flat track derby team called the Vindicated Vixens out of Tinley Park, which is a different style of play. And I used to jam then, and that they folded in 2019. And I haven't played that style since then. And Vamp said it was like watching you play Vindicated Vixens again, because it was like a completely different person physically out there. So we have another bout coming up, October 25th. 25th.
Yep.
It's vampires versus zombies. I will be Bride of Frankenstein on the zombie side. And we also have a minors bout on the 18th. It's going to be Punishers versus the Rumblers.
I'll be there for that one.
So please come out and support us. It's good fun. It's affordable fun. You're supporting basically a sister sport to professional wrestling. We are not your typical roller derby team. We are theatrical. As you can see in my picture, that was my outfit. I was Boutica, like Boutica. If I have to tell you who Boutica is, I'm going to scream. And I patterned my... You guys don't know who Boutica is? Oh my God. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you to Google her. Just Google her. She was a bad bitch.
Well, you're a bad bitch, so that tracks.
Not that bad of a bitch.
Well, I don't know. I've seen you in some bad days.
Okay. But I patterned it after Ingrid Bergman's Joan of Arc. So I have like the chainmail coiffure, which I made the mistake of skating in that. It was like someone had tied an anchor around my neck. I had to take it off like 3/4 of the way into the first half. I was like, this has to come off. I cannot do this. But we dress up, we do characters, we do makeup, we fight, we do stunts, and we are a really good time. So you should support us if you are not wrestling already on those days. I just want to say that knockouts come to a lot of wrestling shows. We go to a lot of wrestling shows, and we go out and we support you all. So I'm just saying, we go out there and we cheer for you, and we're usually the loudest ones.
There's no doubt. And that was never more true than with Hot Rod Daddy Andy at NWA this past Friday night.
Yes. It wasn't just him though, because we were picking who we liked and going crazy. But it was pretty awesome to see Andrew doing that. Like, that's been his dream. And my roller derby team knows that, and they've all been really supportive of his journey. So that meant a lot to have so many people. Like Euro and Dave are always there.
Yeah,
they're the most. Euro, Dave, and Lethal are some of the best people I know. They're so supportive. They drive all the way down from Skokie to Richmond Park for IPW. And then, Grumpy came out, Marth Vader, Goat of Menendez is another great one. Megatron, Sprout came out. So it meant a lot. And Sprout actually said that this was the first wrestling show that they actually enjoyed. So
yeah, it was a heck of a night. You got to see a lot of NWA superstars. You got to see the BOZ take on Trevor Murdoch. You got to see Carson Drake, who I don't think you liked very much.
No, we were saying that it looked like he was wearing like our grandmother's wallpaper, and that he'd taken cottagecore a little too seriously.
And then, of course, you have Aaron Stevens, who is a primetime player. Never one to shy away from a mic.
No.
And
we really liked the women's tag match. We really liked the heels. But that's because we're super campy and ridiculous, and they were being really super campy and ridiculous. I cannot remember their names.
You're talking about Haven and Sparks?
Yes.
Skylar Sparks is a big deal in St. Louis at WLW, NWA WLW. She's the women's champion.
Yeah.
And Haven Harris is on the fast track at CSW. She's going to be in that title mix along with Lily pretty soon. So
yeah, no, I know everyone else was cheering for Shelly and Natalia, but we love campy, ridiculous heels because that's what we do. So we had to cheer for them.
I bet Skylar Sparks would be very happy to hear you say that. It turns out she's pretty nice. Had a chance to speak with her in the locker room. She's a pretty nice person.
A lot of people are very nice if you talk to them.
That's fair. It's fair. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Not all
I
of
got to
them.
see Eric Schultz's ass. How'd you enjoy that?
I was the one that screamed ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that
screamed
said on
ew.
the microphone, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah. And also the duck walk backwards out. Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So as I've said many times, Schultz does not get results. And if he does get results, it's because he's cheating, which he did. He did almost like a complete handstand on his opponent for the pin with his legs up on the corners. We were gonna start like a little restart the match chant, but we were nice.
How did you enjoy the NWA version of the Soul Touches?
You could use a little red. You could use a little red. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't make Red's head get any bigger.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
It doesn't have to get bigger.
I'm not. You know me. I'm not going to shy away from saying what I think. And I think Marche is a great wrestler. I've only seen Jazz a couple times. I'm not taking anything away from them by saying they could use some red.
What did you think of Rafael Quintero?
Fantastic.
What a match that was, huh?
Yeah, everyone was impressed with Quintero. I think after every show that I come to, that is the one person besides Andrew that they're always talking about.
He had a yeoman's work against Daisy Kill, and Daisy Kill is on a tear in NWA right now.
Yes. We made fun of the Cole Twins shoes. They were not wrestling in very practical shoes. So just want to say, if you're going to be scary henchmen, please wear scary henchman boots.
What did you think of Cypher and his chops?
I was physically like cringing when I heard them.
Man, those are some loud chops.
Yeah. Physically
and
cringing.
Like a frying pan.
Yeah, I thought Marche's chops were loud. Andrew's got some loud chops too,
Yeah,
but that was like literally like shriveling inwards. Just oh god.
What was your take on the spot monkeys?
I don't know how to feel about the spot monkeys, mostly because they seem like something out of a nightmare I had when I was younger. So I mean, like I love the energy. They're fantastic wrestlers. Do not get me wrong. They scare me a little bit.
Spot Monkey Brad and Spot Monkey Sam.
Yeah.
We love Brad Kevin. We love Brad Kevin.
Do your thing. I'm really glad there were no bananas involved. I fucking hate bananas.
Never know with the spot monkeys.
You never hate bananas. I think I associate monkeys with bananas, and so I just fucking hate bananas. But yeah, I really like the energy. I really liked the flips and the stuff that they were doing. Definitely fantastic athletes. Just maybe ditch the weirdly realistic masks.
The Magnificent Males, did you hate them or did you just hate their spray tan?
Who was that?
That was Bruce Hamilton and the Ryan Matthews.
Who and Ryan
Matthews? The gentleman barbarian, Bruce Hamilton.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they literally, when they walked out together, it was like, you guys, like, I was like, are we at a circus freak show? Because what is like the jacket that Ryan Matthews was, I always want to call him Sean for some reason. The jacket that Ryan Matthews was wearing, and then paired with like every time we see Bruce, we are like, don't you belong on like a strongman poster in like 1902? What are you doing here? We also were saying that Ryan Matthews is like the physical manifestation of Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
That's perfect.
It does seem like they're not quite on the same page.
It was the spray tan, man. Bruce had way too much spray tan going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, good luck to them. Good luck to them.
And you even got some thigh slaps from Jack Vaughn, who was in the building.
He looks concerningly like Andrew to me.
It would be a great tag team, twins.
Yeah, it's probably knowing Andrew, they call themselves like the Mustache Riders or something. I don't know.
That's
But
perfect.
yeah, very uncomfortably like Andrew. I get the hype. I get the hype. I've only ever seen him like on social media, so
He is a really super talented athlete. There's no doubt about it.
yeah.
Anytime Jack Vaughn is on a show, the show is something special. So NWA Chicago kicked ass. Fallout was a big hit. December 5th, they come back to Highland Park, and God knows what kind of Christmas theme it's going to be, but should be pretty good.
I will be there yelling and heckling. I got under Trevor Murdoch's skin a little bit. So he told me to shut your hole, lady. I was like, you have no idea how many people have told me to do that, and I've never done it. I'm gonna keep yelling.
I had everybody that was on NWA main card, from Carson Drake to Aaron Stevens to Trevor Murdoch, call me a fat ass at one point on that night. So my ass gets around apparently.
I'm behaving myself for Andrew's sake. So I'm not gonna say what I think about people that use the term fat ass.
Well, it's a moniker I've acquired over the many decades. So
but
I'm not gonna hate him for
I'm
it.
not saying anything. I'm not saying
you're censoring yourself. That's
censoring myself. I'm censoring myself.
Oh
it's
my
lazy.
God.
It's lazy. Okay, it's lazy. You're lazy.
Low hanging
You're
fruit.
lazy. Come up with a better insult. You're lazy. Okay, I said it.
I heard Hazel laughing.
Yeah, she's in here. So.
All right. Do you got to go do your thing? Because I wanted to hit all the topics that I knew you were going to talk about.
I do have to go do my thing. I love you both very much. Let's do lunch again soon. If I don't see you Saturday, I'll see you Tuesday.
Goodbye, Cactus. We love you.
Bye.
Be good.
Bye, girl. Bye.
Bye, girl. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that of course is Chicago Knockout Superhero Cactus Wreck. And then once again, there was just me and you, Red. It started just me and you. It's gonna end just me and you. That's just the way it is. Let's get back to Rocket Pro, and we're gonna go through this stuff pretty quick because you and I both have better things to do tonight. So we left off with the patting on the back fest, Maximus Orion and Turtle turns it into the main event of Harvest Havoc, which should be great. It'll be wonderful. Although I don't know if it's the main, because I think that Rock to the Top ladder match.
No, the ladder match is the main.
So it'll be the semi-main, as the title is defended for the first time by Maximus Orion, or the second time.
No, I believe Maximus said they were opening the show.
Oh, well, what a way to open Harvest Havoc. But what a way to open Darkness Falls. Maya Carras and Shaq Jordan. God damn.
I don't know how do you follow.
Tell him, nephew.
I don't know how you follow that shit. Like, I felt bad for everybody the rest of the night. Like, how do you follow that?
They got that place. That building went when Maya won and beat Shaq. That was one of those crowd moments. I'm like, how are we ever going to do better this whole night than what we just had? It was sick. Man, Joliet loves him some Maya Carras.
Yes, they do. And I mean, we do too.
We do. We do love the Let Muscle Mommy. We got to enjoy the Kings of the Six.
I mean,
what are you laughing at?
the ending. The ending of Shelly doing Shelly things.
So we have the Kings of the Six taking on, forget who they fought.
Beetle,
Oh,
fuck,
that's right.
and
The Mask and Beetlejuice
yeah, where Michael Keaton and Jim Carrey are throwing
rolling in
up.
their graves and not even
They ain't
dead.
even in their graves and they
Yeah.
rolling. So the Caribbean Cartel.
The Cartel. They even brought out Louis' Wrench, which offended me greatly. Um, you know, in the end, things did not fare so well for our good friend Skylar as per usual. Darkness Falls is a tough show for one Skylar Reed, and he did nothing wrong. They fought a great match. I think that they should get a title shot, to be honest with you.
Well, they won. They did win.
They
So
did win. And then Devin has a new BFF, apparently.
I don't know if he's Devin's BFF. So let's for the people that weren't there and let's paint the picture. Rossi and Devin decide to take the fight to the streets.
Everybody was taking the fight to the street.
Everybody wants to fight in the streets. I don't know why. And all of a sudden, lights go off. The music starts to play, and we know who is around the corner. Rossi comes running in, trying to tell Dollar Store Jose he's here. Nobody knew who it was until all of a sudden he appeared. One Michael
Double M.
Myers. And he choked the shit out of Rossi. I thought he broke him. I thought Rossi was broke. I really did. Like, fuck it, it's over. Somebody throw up the X. This boy dead. But he did the same thing for Jose.
And then Skylar.
But they got the pin. Then, I think Skylar just assumed since, they got the pin, they got the win, that him and Mike were, I guess he thought they were on first name basis where he could say Mike, and Michael said, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. It was a great match. It was a great match. Kid Lat retains his title, finds a way to defeat Damian Gray, which I thought was fun.
Yeah, but Damian didn't have to cheat though. He went a little too far. He took the mask off. You never unmasked the superhero.
And that made Kid Lat pretty unhappy. That's for damn sure. Was another match that I really liked. Aaron Stone, the Dreambreaker, taking on Joey Blues. My God. My God, the hard hitting. My God.
Yeah.
I thought Joey Blues, for a few minutes there, I'm like, I think Joey's got him beat, but then Aaron Stone does what Aaron Stone does and breaks dreams with a little help from the Notorious One.
Yeah, but and I said it on commentary. These two have a deep history, and a lot of people don't know what CWA is or meant to a lot of us.
I remember that Dalton building, man.
And there were many battles between Stone and Joey Blues, and you think that was a time in both of their careers where Joey had been around a little bit, Aaron not so much, but you would think, oh, okay, and this is gonna be a cakewalk for Stone. It wasn't. Joey, I think in Joey's mind, he went back to CWA. Like he kind of blocked all of those people out and just went back to that little small building in Dalton and just unloaded everything he could on Aaron Stone. And if it wasn't for Shaq, we might have a new champion, but this ain't horseshoes, baby. So
Shenanigans.
Aaron Stone retains.
I hear your
Now,
trainer had a
but
match.
but you got to go back. You got to go back because if we're talking about Santino's heartbreak,
Well,
you
I was
gotta
going to
go
talk
back.
about that. Yeah. So obviously, Johnny Nye got his wish. He got some good quality competition in the one and only Nick Diamond, who we spoke of earlier. And I'll tell you what, that's the best I've seen Johnny Nye fight in 2 years. He was outstanding. And Nick Diamond shined like he does.
And Santino cried like we knew he would.
Yeah, and I think Nick Diamond left the building with Auntie, and the rest is history.
I didn't see her.
So now Santino, you can call him nephew.
Mm-mm. No, that'll never happen.
Um, I hear your trainer had a match
Yes, my trainer. You have a problem with my trainer?
because Brooks Berna could not be there. He was mugged. He was taken to the hospital, and Jake Painter had a TNA opportunity. So our newbie, Mr. Gaggins, thought he was just gonna, take that shot to the top, right?
He thought, hey, just count 10, raise my hand, and no, that wasn't happening.
Man, Mike Anthony dropped that boy on his skull.
Oh, ugh.
They call him the executioner, right? Almost lived up to it.
Well, they don't call him that for nothing.
He'll never forget it as his ears are ringing for the rest of his life.
I think he was taken to the hospital too because I didn't see him afterwards.
But it's always good to see Mike Anthony, a hero of the past, and he still looks great, and he still fights as good as ever. So why not, right?
Why not?
The championship match, the last ride match, the main event of the evening. I can't get past the Gava Bearer.
Oh, yes.
I'm breaking the fourth wall here. When he did that impression, when Gaba Bear did, oh my little, he tried to hide it. He thought we didn't see. But Damian Saint, like in the Grinch, his heart grew 10 sizes that day. I didn't know Damian Saint had teeth, but he laughed. He got popped by the Gaba Bearer.
Well, I think we all did.
That is a moment I will never forget. Saint having to cover up because he is just laughing his ass off. It was so good. I know I'm not supposed to say it, but I don't give a fuck. This is my show. Say what I want to say. It happened. It happened, and it was great. The match was good. Eric Schultz, as I said on commentary, earned this by being a guy that has been at Rocket Pro for a while now and has done everything. He was the first ever zero gravity champion. He has been there show after show, and it was his time. And for a while, I thought maybe he had Maximus's number. Now we lost the live feed, so we didn't see exactly how it ended. I'll be looking forward to the YouTube video. I believe they're releasing it on Halloween, which is perfect. Why not have Darkness Fall come out on Halloween night?
Why not?
I think that's pretty cool. But when all was said and done, the sun and the air is still your Rocket Pro Wrestling champion. He survived the last ride, just like Marche did when I first started 4 years ago.
I am the sun.
Couple of things that I enjoyed about in general. Being my fourth anniversary, it's important to me because I don't know how many I have left. The Shelleys made me feel important. I got the Darkness Falls cup, I got the drink, we got pizza, we got
The brownies.
the Aaron Stone pot brownies. We were taken care of, and I've always appreciated that. We're just guys on commentary, but they treat us like, we're important cogs in the wheel, and I always appreciate that. We got our cereal.
We got our cereal.
I like to call it the stereotype cereal
Why?
because you got the big chocolate vampire. I get the pudgy blue ghost. That's the racist motherfucking shit in history. But
Actually,
this year, Blackburn got the bran flakes.
and he left them. So,
I have my blueberry. Did you take your Count Chocula home?
of course, I've already eaten it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my blueberry myself.
Like, that's what you eat in the month of October.
You absolutely. Monster cereals are classics. One thing that did not go well for me, and I've noticed this, even when I'm on the straight and narrow, people still want to pick fights with me. Now, Aaron Stone and Shaq, they've had it in for me since they destroyed my pride and everything I'd worked for in that match at Kicks at 66 with the chair shot and then the concerto. But now I've got a new adversary. Yeah, I yawn too. Red, you still with me? I think Red's froze. I'm dealing with the vacuum cleaner salesman, and I don't know what to make of him. Let's get Red on the horn. Hey, you back?
I never left.
Well, my internet had I caught Mugsy-itis. I was just about to text you. All right, so I don't know what happened in the void. Hopefully, Red was entertaining.
No, because it cut off. So,
well, we're back, and we'll finish this up before the shit happens again. I don't know who the vacuum cleaner salesman is, but he came out and openly challenged me.
why?
He said, "I'm like a vacuum cleaner. I suck at commentary."
Why are you taking people off?
Well, I didn't do shit. I said something that got a laugh at the theater, and now this guy's all butthurt about it. So I call him Mega Maid. He's gone from suck to blow. So we'll see what happens with this guy. I was given some hot points that I can't talk about. So I had a whole list of things I wanted to say about him. So I'm going to save that for next time. I'm going to save it for Harvest Havoc because I bet he's going to be there. You don't want to fight me, boy.
But doing what?
I don't know. He came at me, bro.
I mean, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, why is he there?
I don't know. Taking a census. Jehovah's Witness. We had a number of things he could be. He's not an attractive human. That's okay. I mean, you don't have to be attractive, but he's annoying. I'm annoyed now.
Oh my God.
Should I challenge him to a cage match?
Go ahead.
Maybe. Next Rocket Pro show, Harvest Havoc, coming up in November. Like I said, crazy things happen in October. In November, there isn't peace in the neighborhood, I'll tell you that. So Harvest Havoc, we get the Rocket to the top ladder match, which is always very spirited. And then Turtle will get his long-awaited Rocket Pro Heavyweight Championship match. So that'll be pretty cool, too. Let's move on and wrap this package with what's happening Friday night. One of your favorite places. Right, Red?
Yeah.
I mean, you are CSW born and raised, right?
I ain't gonna say born and raised, but I mean, I'm one of the, if you can put a foundation, yeah, I should be one of the cornerstones, So
you just never know, Red. They may be appreciating you in ways you don't even understand yet.
Well, I'm appreciative of the fact that they kept going and they brought in people like you, Hades, all the talent in the back, and didn't didn't fold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been like, oh my God, and I know this is off the subject real quick, but I drove past the building yesterday
In Franklin Park?
in Indiana.
Hammond?
Yes, I drove past there.
And how was it?
Oh, it is it's fucked up. For sale signs everywhere, garbage everywhere.
At the Civic Center.
No, the building we used to film out of, Steve,
Oh, where's that?
in Indiana.
Oh, where in Indiana? I don't know about this.
Steve,
Oh.
thank you.
You're talking
Yeah,
about Laugh Riot Productions?
yeah.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a tenement then, wasn't it?
I mean, but just to drive past yesterday, and that's what I'm saying. So, when you look at CSW,
Yeah, I hope you're not comparing them to that pile of
no,
shit.
I'm comparing them in the sense that, guess what? When the pandemic hit, CSW found a way to stay relevant, stay fresh, and come back and kept giving the fans more and more of what they wanted.
I
So
was the
they didn't die.
pandemic GM.
They didn't die. Unlike other companies where we worked and they were already on their last leg.
It was toot, 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 toot.
Yeah. Yeah. So CSW has heart. And that's
We are hashtag CSW strong. Before we get into Dark Ritual, which we will in a minute, I forgot one important thing that happened at Rocket Pro that I wanted to at least mention.
what happened. What happened?
Tristan and Kip came
Oh,
out, and their podcast, very popular. People love it. Announced a very special guest they'll be having shortly. Former WWE Hall of Famer, WCW legend, Eric Bischoff
NWO member.
will be gracing the podcast. Eric Bischoff, we know him pretty well.
Yeah.
We know him pretty well. I am thrilled for
Too
Tristan
bad.
and Kip. I love those guys. I am so happy they have a guest of this stature and magnitude. I just wish I didn't not like him so much. I mean, if it was Kurt Angle or if it was
I like Bischoff, especially now. I like Bischoff more now than I did then.
my first question to them is, how much did you have to pay for that shit? And he said nothing. He's doing it for free. I'm like, wow, hell really has frozen over.
Well, that's
Why do you
not like
think that motherfucking building in Gary's a tenement? Might as well be in Atlanta, Red.
hey, trust me, if you see it, you wouldn't even recognize
We don't care how you get me the money. You just better get me the money.
it. Well, hey,
Just ask Max and Rion about that shit. So happy for Tristan and Kip. Anywho, that's just me personally. When you meet somebody for the first time that you've considered, you're a fan, and you have a bad experience, it kind of sticks with you. I kind of call it the Scotty Garland effect. If
you mean the Teddy Long syndrome?
Well, Teddy Long made it right with you later on.
No, he didn't.
Come on, when he was on the Last Man Talking, you guys were fast friends.
No, I did. I was a professional. I did what I was supposed to do, and and Animal had just died, so we pushed on. So
that might be my favorite experience in this whole all the time that I mean, Kurt Angle will always be, an unbelievable thrill. But to actually do commentary with Road Warrior Animal, that is something that I will always, just be blown away when I see that picture.
So,
Dark
but
Ritual.
Dark Ritual.
CSW presents Dark Ritual on a Shy Style Friday night in October. It just hits different. And boy, this one is going to hit.
Leave it to you, Mr.
Mask,
GM.
mask versus hair match. Cypher versus Adam Stallion.
Say that again.
Mask versus hair.
Mm.
If Cypher wins, he gets his mask back, which is something that he wants desperately. If Adam Stallion wins, he gets to cut Cypher's hair.
Mm.
There's bad blood there. The bad blood between those two gave us one of the most beautiful moments we've ever had at CSW, where Heather Reckless came to rescue Cypher. And this is after she led him around like a pet. The story came full circle and she saved him and they hugged. Beautiful moment for CSW. That's called a story coming full circle. So I'm very interested to see what happens next. Another match at Dark Ritual is the Cajun Kid, Shane Boucher, taking on Chicago's sweetheart, Missa Kate. Here's why this is compelling. We very clearly saw Shane Boucher receiving money from the Made Men. We also saw a few months ago Missa Kate laid out
By the
like she was like a hit. Does that mean that Shane Boucher is now the Cajun hitman and in the pocket of the Made Men? Is he the one that took out Missa Kate under the orders of the Made Men? Because now we're starting to get it's in Chicago. You send one of mine to the hospital, I'm gonna send 2 years to the morgue. And I tell you once, I tell you 100 times, Missa Kate, batshit crazy. I don't know if Shane Boucher wants this smoke.
I don't know if he wants the smoke, but unfortunately, he signed the dotted line, so he gonna get the smoke, and maybe the fire that goes along with it.
I'm just telling you that she is bad news and she has got bad intentions. And if in fact Shane Boucher is the guy that did the deed, he's going to pay this Friday night. Another match. We got a one-on-one special attraction match. Solomon Tupu taking on Hans Carden. I do believe the winner of this match will be all involved in title implications, but you love yourself some Uncle T.
Yeah, I love Uncle T.
And the half crab was a reigning Metro Division champion for a while. So this has got Slobberknocker written all over it.
Yeah, but I think it's time for Uncle T to get his just desserts.
You might be right about that. Eddie Grayson and Jack Valor reunite their tag team, and they take on a team called the Hype in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, Holdcraft and 12 Gauge, due to unpopular opinion, I removed the #1 contendership from Jack Valor and Shane Boucher and bestowed it upon the Hype. Not that I like the Hype. I don't really like the Hype. I don't deal with the Bet Rivers Casino parlays that they do. But they did beat that team, so I felt like maybe it was an oversight. So now it's just bad blood between these two teams. And with Eddie back and 100% healthy, Eddie and Jack get a shot against the Hype, and maybe this will be for the #1 contenders match. So we'll see how that works out. The Hype, they're bad dudes, but they're talented as hell, and Jack are beloved.
But are Jack and Eddie on the same page?
That is the question, because there were some moments when Eddie was with Boucher where they did some pretty cool things, and I don't think Eddie liked it very much.
I'm just saying.
So you may have some hostility there. Either way, it's going to be a hell of a match. Last woman standing match. Lily La Pescadita, the challenger, taking on the Phoenix Princess, Amina Belmont, the champion.
Well, we know because you love to remind me and everyone watching. We had Lily on the show. We had Lily on the show.
We had Lily on the show.
And we both crowned her the new CSW Women's Champ. And we both were wrong.
Shenanigans.
I'm going back to my original prediction. And I'm sticking with Lily.
I think this is Lily's time. Like I said last time.
I think she realizes this is it. I mean, you might be the GM and all, but if you take 2 L's to the champ, you have to get in the back of the line.
That's
you have to.
True. So for Lily, it's now or never. And for Mina Belmont, it's can I keep her off of me long enough to get the W? So especially a last women's standing match. There are no countouts. There are no rules. The last person standing, the last woman standing, that's your champion. So if Lily can stand for 3 seconds longer than Amina, she walks out of Franklin Park, the champ. So we'll see what happens. Tag team match. We have got the B to the O to the Z and the heavyweight champion, Marche Rocket, together as a tag team, like Team CSW, if you will, taking on what I consider one of the most unbeatable tag teams that I've ever formed. The Diamond in the Rough, Rafael Quintero, and the Land Shark, Conan Lycan. Man, bye-bye, Boz. Bye-bye, Shay. Too young, too fast, too strong, too famous.
I don't know about that. Too famous.
Ain't no way Quintero and Lycan can lose. I know you never pick against Marche. Pick against Marche tonight. No, you don't believe that. You don't believe it. You coward. That's because Boz got you in his pocket. What did Boz promise you? What did Boz promise you?
Season tickets.
I think there's something going on here. I think there's a little coercion going on in the background.
Season tickets.
You're being very shady right now.
How? When you just said I don't bet against Marche. So you already know I'm not betting against Marche.
You should bet against Marche.
Did I
take the parlay? Take the Hypes parlay.
Have I seen the footage of the last show? Yes. Did I see what Conan did? Yes, I did. But at the end of the day, I have to believe Marche and my other trainer.
So you saw IWTV. You saw IWTV.
I saw somebody posted something and I saw it. I sat and watched it. So again, I can't bet on people that I've known my entire career. So
yeah, I can.
Quintero
and Lycan, man.
That's your job. You can't be biased because you're the general manager.
I can be biased.
No, you're not biased. Right.
Did you see me getting Steve Boz's face when he said he just wanted to be paid and go home? You ain't Marche.
Well,
in a special attraction match.
You wouldn't have all of these problems if you did that.
Yeah, you might be right about that. TNA superstar Maggie Lee taking on AEW TNA Ring of Honor. She's been around. Lena Cross.
Right.
I love this match. Don't sleep on Lena Cross. If you don't know who Lena Cross is, few people in the audience are like, who? I'm like, Lena Cross. Go watch some matches. She is incredible looking. She is amazing in ring technician. And her taking on Maggie, this could be the match of the night. Because Maggie is at the pinnacle.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Are you Googling Lena right now?
I am.
Man, she is a beast. Doesn't look like she looks like a beauty, but she a beast. Maggie gotta have her hands full.
Well, Maggie has shown us before
She is outstanding, top
that
shelf.
we have thought where you have brought in top tier competition that maybe she would drop down the peg. And every time she seems to rise to the occasion.
She is the epitome of big match Maggie. There's
So
no match too big for her.
So I'm gonna go on this since we're on this gambling scenario. I'm going to let it ride and put it on Maggie.
All right. Well, I mean, it's not a bad bet. Watch out for that Lena Cross, though. She'll get you. She'll get you. In a mixed tag team match, this is kind of our Halloween match. This is kind of our dark match. It's our spooky match. There's a lot of chaos in this match. So you've got two tag teams that have been put together. You've got the unlikely tag team of the Warhorse, Jake Parnell, and Shazza McKenzie. And Warhorse has been trying to make Shazza's life miserable for the last 3 months. So they're tagging up.
But it's been longer than that.
What?
It's been longer than that.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Anyway, don't ask me why or how he got Shazza to agree to this, but he did. And they are taking on the rather spooky team of the Arachnid, Blair Onyx, and none other than WWE, WCW, one of the most eclectic stars, PCO.
Okay, so what you want me to say?
Does the pedigree of Warhorse able to put up a fight against?
Why are you even talking? Fuck no. End of story. End of discussion.
Tell me what you got. Tell me what you got.
Bro, I've seen PCO up close, personal. No. Whatever he's calling himself, El
He's not your
Capitan.
He's not your father's Rougeau.
Whatever the fuck Jake is calling himself this month. His best bet, don't show up. Don't even get out your car. Matter of fact, drive if you want to drive to the building and then just keep going and keep going and get back on the highway and get back to O'Hare and get on an airplane and then fly away. You want no part of PCO. None.
There is something
I've seen people. You already got Blair, and her head ain't fucking wrapped too tight, and we already know this. I know this from personal experience. And PCO ain't shit that Parnell can do. Nothing. The only thing he can do is set the building on fire and pray to God that all of it collapse on PCO. Then maybe he has a fighting chance. Maybe. But I then see PCO being fucking Michael Myers walking out the rubble with a fucking flaming 2x4 and just whacking Parnell upside the head with it. So again, nothing to talk about. PCO. Blair. I'm sorry.
There's just something about a Shy Style Friday night in October. It just hits different. Dark Ritual happening this Friday night. Don't miss it. It's a great weekend for wrestling. Friday night, go to Franklin Park. Saturday night, go to the Hammond Civic Center. You will not be disappointed anywhere you go.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh, no, I've got that Wednesday thing happening. Tomorrow.
Don't worry about it. Don't. Yeah.
Shut up, Mr. Young.
They doing the show tomorrow. Okay. All right. I'll bring results next week.
Is this a C3 thing? Is this
Yes.
C3?
Yes. C3 Ultimate Wrestling.
Is that panty waist president and governor going to be there?
Yes. Yes, he will.
He's the only person on this planet lamer than the vacuum cleaner salesman.
Hey, I'm just saying. It's called Fright Night. Uh,
Welcome to Fright Night.
um,
Real.
it is tomorrow.
Word up, Chris Sarandon. I love that movie.
In Dalton, 1515 East 154th Street.
Is that old CWA headquarters?
No,
I'm just
it's
You said Dalton. I'm just playing.
the Countryside Nursing and Rehab and Royal Estates Living Assisted Living.
You guys gonna beat up old people?
I don't know what they're doing. What? He said he's not. He has friends there.
That's
So,
because that's where Mr. Young lives. That's why he's throwing a wrestling match in his home because he's old.
I can't say that on. Okay, let's wrap this up. He getting crazy now.
All right.
Take a shot at Henny. Be quiet.
Be quiet. All right. Want to thank Mugsy James for joining us here tonight. Don't miss ARW this Saturday night. Always great talking with Cactus. Glad she was here. It was great having Rion here. That's always good. Gonna give you a little teaser into what's coming up as the year progresses. It was just released last Friday that CSW returns to Elmwood Park in December. December 12th, we are going to be back in that building, which is very exciting. It's called In Cold Blood. And there's some speculation about there might be some really special guests, like really impressive special guests. So keep December 12th, a Friday night, Elmwood Park, I forget the name of the building there, like the center. Anyway, Rec Center, I think is what it's called, something like that. There'll be more details coming soon. However, the Tuesday before, that's the final CSW show of 2025. On this show, December 9th, our last show with a guest. The following week is the last show, period. But the last guest that will ever appear on the Power Hour, as it is right now, will be none other than the Boz father himself. Steve Boz will be our last guest. After 6 years of trying to book him on a show, I finally hit pay dirt in the final hour.
Well, it ain't happening yet.
Come on, brother.
Hey, I believe in him, brother.
So the Boz on December 9th, followed by In Cold Blood in Elmwood Park, December 12th. And then December 16th is the last show. Not exactly sure how we're going to handle that yet. We're going to do something special. I just don't know what it is yet. So stay tuned as the next few months rocket by at the speed of light. Red, a pleasure as always. I will see you Saturday afternoon at the Hammond Civic Center, and it will be good to see you at your home.
Nothing like home. No place.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Power Hour. We're signing off. Have a great night, a great week, and enjoy some wrestling, goddammit. It's a good time to. We'll see you soon.